Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Jehleal. In this incarnation today, I wanted to talk about projection and reaction. Okay, projection is the basis of this reality because every manifestation in this plane comes from our mind and our feelings and our actions, of course. So everything that is manifested is a projection of our own perception of this world. But I am going to focus in the relationships with other people. And a projection arrives when we are feeling, when somebody does or says something, and I'm starting to feel with a lot of anger or with a lot of sadness. And we have this tendency to react to that. And here, it doesn't matter if that person is saying that unintentionally or with the intention of causing harm to us. The thing that it's important here is how that is the way that that thing is activating something in us. And this doesn't mean we have to tolerate everything. Of course not. I already did a video talking about healthy boundaries. And if we are, for example, dealing with somebody that is in constant manipulation, of course, we have to move on from that relationship, no matter what, who is that person, if it's a friend, a mother, or whatever, or a partner. But I'm trying to focus today when we are building relationships with others, and many times we can be in this projection thing, and the other people or the other person could act unintentionally. They don't want to cause harm to us, but they are saying or doing something that is activating our wound. And we know that because the emotion that is coming, that is rising. So the first thing that I found important is to ask ourselves how we react to those kind of situations most of the time. And if we are, if we scream or blame, or, if we have this tendency to reaction, it is because there's a part of our inner child that is not integrated, and there is a part of this wound that we didn't heal. But if we do this every time, it is because we are not taking responsibility. We are acting from this immaturity space of us, and we all have this, but it's important to improve and to take accountability every time. And in order to do it, and I mean, with certain people could be more difficult than with others, and that's because maybe that person is showing us a lot of shadow of ourselves. And I think it's important to take distance in those situations. If someone says something or do something that is activating that wound, and we are starting to feel that emotion suddenly, and we are out of control, out of our center, I think best thing is not to approach a conflict from that place, but taking distance and observe what is happening inside us without judging anything, and take a moment to calm ourselves, to contain ourselves, and then maybe we come back to that situation and trying to approach that from a more mature space. And other thing that is very important is to ask ourselves, what does that situation remember to us? I mean, every time we are projecting to others, it is because we are reviving something that we experimented before. Maybe that person is remembering me, my mother, an ex-partner, a friend, or something that I experimented in my past as something that it was painful. and that's why these emotions are rising. So it's important to ask to me, what is that I'm seeing actually in the place of that person. What is that person activating? And every time we are doing this work, that it's not easy. Many times we have to take a deep breath and move out of the scene, just to not make the conflict worse, because we cannot solve anything from that place. And in those cases where we are acting from this mature space from ourselves, and we are improving the connection with others, but not only that, we are healing more and more, because healing is not something that is linear. We could feel very well for 3 years about a certain situation, but then something activated it, and it's okay. It's another chance to heal that in a more profoundly way. It's our ego that many times, that doesn't feel okay because some wound came back, something activated our wound again. Sorry. So this practice is to not taking all the things that people do in a personal way, and the more we take personal every action of other people, the less we have integrated our inner child wounds. So this is very important, because we can project, we can do this projection many times in our life, but people can do it too. So it could happen that we are saying or doing something that activates somebody else's wound, and if we are honest with us and we didn't do that with the intention of hurt that person, we don't have to take responsibility for that. It's important to analyze the way we act, of course, with that person, but if we don't believe we did anything wrong, we don't have to take responsibility for that. The projection is from the wound of that person, and it's the work and it's the responsibility of that person to heal that, not from us. So many times this could happen, and we have to choose our battles, and there's no battle actually. The only enemy many times is our disconnected ego, and it's not that the ego is bad, it's that many times has this resistance to change and to learn new things. And when we are reacting every time with other people, this is a pattern, and it's very easy to react. It's something very, it brings a satisfaction, an immediate satisfaction. That's why the ego does that. And of course, this pattern comes from a place of trying to protect ourselves. But we have to know that if we want to evolve, and if we want to develop our spiritual maturity, we have to learn to stop ourselves and not always do that projection, that reaction. The projection could happen, but we can take accountability on time and prevent the reaction. And that's what we want to work in, because this is vital for the society. This is vital for the improvement of every connection that we have. So I'm going to end the video here. Thank you, everybody. Sorry for my English, and see you tomorrow.